It's so good to
Long
be here.
time, long time ago, right?
When was the last time we did this?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe you have a better brain here than mine. I don't know. It's
We missed a week here and there. There were a few distractions along the way. We had a special show with the Joey's Hot Sauce Project. I've been watching Joey on Netflix this week.
and
Yeah, the show is out. But here we are. It's good to be here for a quick Gimbalabs update. You see, I removed the word weekly here because it didn't seem right to do that. This is our 49th update, so not bad for 14 months. We did the first one
Mhm.
of these in January of 2021. And when we started doing this, it was because we had just been funded by Catalyst Fund 2. And so now Fund 8 just wrapped up the proposal phase. So what a journey. 7 funds, 49 updates, and a couple of projects to tell people about and just to give some people some previews of what's coming up.
Mhm.
What's been keeping you busy?
Hey, a lot of things have happened. So I think quite busier than a year ago, I would say. Really examining, mentoring around Catalyst, but also looking at how Gimbalabs' future will look like in 5 to 10 years. So that's super exciting as well. And besides that being super immersed in the token PBL, we come to that point later, and it's exciting so far.
Yeah, it's really exciting to be looking at that time frame, and thank you so much for all the strategic thinking you've been helping to do. It's really exciting.
uh, Together
So
with the journey.
um, a lot of people to shout out. It's been a while, and so we wanted to keep it kind of general. And just what we're going to be talking about today is the ongoing work of Plutus project-based learning, the ongoing work of Gimbal tokenomics project-based learning, and the ongoing work of being part of Catalyst and having just last week wrapped Fund 8 and seen different proposals go through. So just at a high level, just want to shout out everybody. Thank you for the open hearts and open minds and all the time people have spent talking through ideas and learning together. I've noticed a different vibe in the Cardano community over the last 2 months of people who really see and can embrace the challenges of the building that is happening right now. And it's been really rewarding to share that with everybody.
Mhm.
So I wanted to just kind of go through these 3 things here to give people a chance, right? And like these are our shout outs, but they're also what we've been doing. Before we get to the PBL programs, quick Catalyst Fund 8 wrap. It's been really gratifying to see a couple of different projects with their roots in Gimbalabs playground sessions, stretching back all the way to last spring, finally be ready to become Catalyst proposals. So the Bonfire DApp proposals that Piotr submitted, um, we're helping out session with the demo music player. And Julie, you had a whole series of proposals, huh? You were up late last Wednesday.
Well, actually, I piloted one. That's definitely it. So there is a challenge setting actually for Challenge 9 that really wants to focus on funding contributors, strong contributors. So what was near and dear to me, just making this as a pilot and placed a proposal for you. Let's see how this works. It was a lean, but I think an efficient approach from my perspective. So let's see what's happening. But yeah, besides that, there are also some proposals I helped Piotr with, like the bonfire. That was fun to go through. This DApp really could change and could change interactions. and could definitely bring value. So watch out for that. If we would have to do a pick list, well, this would be on our pick list. So James, maybe we should think about doing a Gimbalabs pick list. This would be kind of, yeah, good thing to do actually.
Tools that help people build more stuff. Let's do it. Anything
Yeah.
with the scaffold. Hey, Swarm. Hoo hoo. Hey.
Who is behind that? Wow, wonder,
Can't
wonder.
imagine. Yeah, it's a really tough one. So shout out to you, Julian. Thank you for running that experiment. It's exciting to be thinking about using proposals in different ways and to be thinking long term and how do we put these pieces together, right? When I think about a 5 or a 10-year plan, of course, some level of sustainability is essential. We have to get there over that time frame. And at the very same time, sometimes thinking in that time frame is slow going, right? And it's hard to show immediate results. So shout out to everybody who's helping us build. It's exciting to see where this is going. So speaking of what building, Plutus project-based learning launched last September with just some experiments and people coming together to build a few components together, practice documenting, practice building a few things. We had a Fund 6 proposal that we just wrapped up on, and it's probably time to make a final delivery video on the Fund 6 proposals as the original PPBL work is now done. And what we started in January is we moved to the first iteration of an actual packaged Plutus project-based learning course. And we put out a call to action on our Discord server to invite anybody who wanted to participate in the free course. We had about 35 people sign up pretty quickly. And there's 5 or 10 who are working through the content and really sticking with it at this point, about halfway through the course, which is all we could hope for. As a teacher, there's nothing better than an opportunity to teach something for the first time with relatively low stakes, right? This free course and open invite. And we've met some people who are really pushing our thinking and helping us in their role as students to build the next iteration of this course into something even better. We're emphasizing full stack development, so not just writing Plutus code, but making sure that every step of the way we understand how to hook that code up. First, by building some transactions with Cardano CLI, but then by, more importantly, integrating those contracts into a front-end template that also continues to develop along with our work. We're starting our capstone projects next week. And at a high level, everybody's going to be working in one way or another on building out escrow components, which is kind of a funny thing for me to even say sometimes, because basically underneath it all, what a Cardano contract is could be seen as its own form of escrow, right? We send funds to a contract address and there they stay until some conditions are met to unlock them. But we're trying to think about, the real world fundamental or primitively what an escrow needs to do, and then to think about the different parameters for different use cases, and then to make sure that we have easy components for all of those. So it's a great learning experience, but it naturally gives us a way to match up with other projects who need this component in one way or another. And there's plenty. Bonfire is one of them, right? This dApp that we're building, led by Piotr right here in-house, absolutely requires an escrow between two parties. And then we've got some other Catalyst-funded projects who we've started talking to who need the same. So what we get to really pilot here is the chance for people, as they're learning Plutus, to also support the development of these kinds of solutions, and hey, maybe even find new or ongoing collaborators. And this is what we want to scale. When the next iteration of Plutus PBL launches in May, what we really want to do is have a couple of different projects lined up so that when people sign up to take this course, they know what their opportunity is. You know, in the final 4 weeks of this course, you're going to be able to contribute to project A or B or C. So that's going to be part of how we market the next iteration of this course. So details to come. We just want you to know that the first iteration is happening right now. We have open meetings, whether you're participating in the course or not, every Wednesday or Thursday, and details for that are in the Gimbalabs server. So feel free to stop by. You don't have to be officially signed up or anything. Just come learn with us, see what we're doing, and maybe start getting ready for the next official iteration. I'm really excited about this partnering up with projects piece, and this is kind of what connects us to the tokenomics work. And Julie, we've seen some really exciting partnerships start to emerge from this work.
Mm-hmm.
What are you seeing so far?
Yeah, so first of all, like we're a very diverse group, having the privilege to work on that first round allocation zero and contribute to the definition of how the tokenomics will look like for Gimbalabs. I mean, that's a very aspiring purpose. And the best thing about it is you have so diverse people and so different questions come up around so different, like little things and big things. And it just triggers you to really step outside your boundaries you have and really understand everyone. And the hardest part is really to take decisions together. I think the governance piece on this learning experience is very valuable, and it actually opens up a new dimension of how we work together in the future. And that's actually also tied back to what we want to create for the community and outside the community. So it's super exciting. And actually, that's maybe a teaser. So you better take notes. There will be an allocation one, but there's some conditions. We probably have some conditions, but watch out for it. Yeah.
You're going to have to do projects.
Yeah. Exactly.
So
yeah.
Julie, I've known you since Fund 1 of Catalyst.
Mm-hmm.
And I just, it's crazy to think about sitting there with Tavo and Boone. Mercy was there, you know.
Yeah.
And those were some good old days. And every time I'm sitting with our allocation zero tokenomics group, I'm just like, these are Steve's words, but he goes, these are the good old days. Remember, these are the good old days. And it's just, it's such a blessing to get to be here with each other doing this work. It is sometimes exhausting. And we've had some really good conversations. You know, it's a challenge, but it's also that challenge is the experience. It is the learning, and it gives us all a better feeling for how we're going to go out into the world and support more people to learn how to use these tools. So fun being there. Yes, take notes. Allocation 1 is in development. We have a lot. We'll have to do a special update about tokenomics at each round. And one of these working groups that is forming is marketing and communications. And so I just, you know, it's fun. And as a service to the community, it's great to come on here and us as founders share what's going on. But if we're going to build the organization we really want to build, we want more people telling this story. We want to do a better job sharing with the community what these on-ramps are. And so that's the task we've given ourselves, and that's where we're headed.
And I'm excited to start.
Bridge builders.
Yeah, I just wanted to pick up on that. So now also being part of the bridge builders, like focusing on mentoring funded proposals. We already have a list of projects we really want to engage to this gimbal and the use to it. So I'm super excited. We're just iterating. We're doing our homework. an async coordination on how we progress with the next steps. So, but that's going to be exciting, and I have a good feeling about it, that it resonates, since our community, I think, is very, very open, and we get some good learnings and value of it. Yeah.
Allocation 1 is the first of 7. So this is a process that we're going to keep doing. And with each iteration, better and clearer projects, better on-ramps each time, and ideally more and deeper connections to the world as it already exists, right? Let's take this technology off the screen. Let's take it out into communities and do real things. Hey, Jory, it's good to see you. So yeah, Jory, for example, I'm coming to Brooklyn in June. Maybe we can have some kind of meetup. But also, if you have anybody anybody on the ground there in the borough who has some ideas, any small businesses who would be open to testing out some ideas, this is the kind of thing that we're looking for ways to do. So we'll be sure to share that as clearly as possible, but looking for people like you or who are connected in all sorts of different ways. So next steps, we're going to keep building these things, right? We have a real sense of focus. We tried a lot of things in the year 2021. Some of them caught on. Some of them were experiments that, you know, kind of were what they were, but they didn't go much further than being experiments. One of the things that has endured is Gimbalabs Playground, and we're just so excited for this to truly be, at this point, a self-organizing system. Okay, so you can see right here on my screen, the next 6 sessions are booked up. We have an exciting array of different project presentations. So join us on Tuesdays at 1700 UTC. All the details are in the Gimbalabs Discord server. There's a recurring Zoom link if you just want to bookmark that. And as you can see, we're going to be talking about monetary systems and cultivating tech talent and different purposes for tokens. You know, Lux has been doing all sorts of deep work. Storytelling with Mike, trust in communities with Alan. It's just so exciting to look at this different set of presentations that are coming up. Thank you to everybody who's ever presented at Gimbalabs. You really light up our weeks and give each other a lot to think about. We're so grateful, and this is an open door that we welcome anybody to come hang out and have an interesting, both technical and philosophical conversation about the tools we're building. We do open PBL, Plutus PBL live coding sessions every Wednesday and Thursday. Details for those are in the Discord as well. And I mentioned this before. If you're part of the PBL course, of course, these sessions are really helpful for asking questions and learning some of the tasks we're assigning. But anybody's welcome to stop by. These are open meetings. Come by, ask questions, start to meet people, think about participating in the next iteration of PPBL. And then there's a backlog of other opportunities that we are just working on clarifying. We want to have our goal is to build really clear on-ramps for people to participate, right? So Playground is an example of that. Hey, looking for your new friends and collaborators, come to Playground and meet them. This is a great place. But we need more easy on-ramps like that, and maybe even easier ones. So we'll be announcing more ways to get started over the next few weeks. This is all coming out of the tokenomics work, and we'll keep the calendar up to date here at gimbalabs.com.
Nice seeing the comments on the swarm is the playground where he started to emerge. I didn't know that. Interesting.
Oh, this is the catalyst swarm. I get it. Yeah. The whole swarm just kind of bubbled up.
That's the birthplace of swarm.
That was a great moment. I remember when Sosha said, "Felix, get in here."
Nice.
We got to make these.
Oh, actually,
Session, what's going on? Yeah, Session. You, Jory, let's have a Brooklyn meetup in June. What do you think? There's our co-founder. Hey, brother.
Where is he? Oh, he's here? Oh, Roberto, ¿dónde estás? We miss you, truly. We
He's
just
putting
talked about
pieces
it.
together.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
There is nothing better than the people we've had the privilege of meeting in this work. I wouldn't trade anything for Julie, for your friendship, Roberto, Steve, Felix, for yours. This is what we're here for. Session, we're just getting started. Let's do it.
It feels good.
Oh, it's a blessing to be here. It's really grateful for it. We like to end these updates with just questions if anybody's got any, but also feel free to look us up on Discord. But if you got anything right now, feel free to throw it in the comments. Otherwise, we'll sign off in a minute or two.
Yeah.
The next update is number 50. What are we going to do?
I don't know. Maybe, yeah, let's figure it out. Actually, next week is Celebration Catalyst. So we
okay.
think about a little get together. Funny. Good.
Look at these Steves just lighting up the chat.
Yeah. Oh, Steve. Oh, yeah. Hey, Steve. Oh my God. I haven't talked to you and seen you in, it almost feels like, yeah, years.
You've known him. I mean, we've known this guy for almost 2 years now.
Yeah.
Another F1 OG.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, I remember him, just an anecdote. For the insiders, Steve always just said, "Hey, Julie, are you again running?" Because at the first iterations of our Catalyst Fund 1, I just had always my running time when we had the call, and I was like giving my comments in between of running, right? Almost, and he was laughing about that. I
remember that. I forgot about that, but that's right. I remember that.
Yeah, he always commented on it. Yeah. You again running? You again? Yeah, always running.
Oh,
exactly.
Where else does all this energy come from?
Yeah, well, yeah. So, yeah.
All right. Well, hey, I get to see my little sister tomorrow. She's coming to visit for the first time in a while with her babies.
Oh.
So I'm looking forward to Friday, and glad to be here.
Yeah. Have a great day.
You too, partner. Have a good night.
Bye.
Have a good time, all. Thanks for being here. We'll see you soon.